Welcome to the Staffing Sales Summit, the industry's first conference dedicated exclusively to mastering the art of sales in the staffing world. In today's challenging economic climate, selling staffing services demands more than just persistence. It requires innovative strategies, proven tactics, and cutting-edge techniques. Are you a sales professional or a leader looking to elevate your game? This summit is your golden ticket.
Hey everybody, it's Dan Morey, and I am getting really excited about the upcoming Staffing Sales Summit and being able to share with you some of the absolute must-know skills and techniques to be successful in selling staffing services this year. I have one of our key speakers that's going to be talking to you about how to sell staffing services. Not just the fundamentals, but what you need to know that's changed to be successful selling them this year. And this is actually Justin Uselton. He is the director of sales at Avionté, which is one of the leading software providers to our industry. But before this, he actually carried a bag selling for some of the largest companies out there and reaching the highest levels of success in sales. So he knows exactly how to do this. And I just want to hear from you, Justin. What are you going to be covering basically in your session, how to sell staffing services here?
Sure, absolutely. And thanks for the introduction, Dan. So from a really high level, I think that we're going to talk about, outreach methodologies and ways to differentiate yourself through the outreach process. And it's really about gaining access to have an opportunity to build relationships. That's obviously what staffing comes down to. And that's something that you hear people talk about all the time, right? But what does that really mean? And how do you go about doing that in a way that truly differentiates yourself? And it's a topic to me that I'm really passionate about, having spent so much time in the industry, carried a bag as a recruiter, as a salesperson, and spent a lot of time in the staffing industry before coming over to Avionté. And there's a certain nobility that comes along with working in staffing, and it's a great profession to have. But as opposed to selling a widget, you're really going out there and trying to find opportunities for other people, and it's something that I'm truly passionate about. So we're going to dive deep into how to not only create and forge some of those relationships, but how to nurture those relationships and leverage some of the newer tools that are available out there in terms of AI and cadencing software, and just things that allow you to work a little smarter as opposed to harder, right? So we'll talk about all things staffing sales, and really looking forward to connecting with you and being at NISA.
Awesome. I love that, man. And again, I really appreciate the content that you share. When I got a chance to meet you and engage with you at our last National Independent Staffing Association Leadership Conference, just the wealth of knowledge you have from being in the industry, carrying that bag, but then also just with the strong relationships you have with staffing agencies today and learning those best practices, it shows that what you're going to share is going to be transformative to our audience. And I'm excited to be there at Margaritaville with you at the first ever summit. Thank you for being there, Justin.